Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some more dolls out of my doll collection. These are the Lady Lovelylocks dolls made by Mattel in 1988. And I think that I've got most of the collection. There's a couple of dolls that may be missing from this due to all of the research that I was doing. And so I have 4 of the main dolls, and then I think I'm missing maybe 2. I'm not too sure, but so I'm going to share with you guys the dolls that I did get. I purchased these in a bag from the flea market, and they were all together, and they were actually mixed in with some more dolls, and I was pretty surprised that I had most of this collection, and then I have some off to the side here that I'll share with you as well that are just side dolls as well, and like duplicates of these dolls. The first one is Lady Lovelylocks herself, and I have 2 of these dolls that came in that bag, and one of them, I believe this one here, has the bodysuit on to the original outfit that she would have been sold in. And with the research that I was doing, it looked like this bodysuit was perhaps original, and then she would have come with a skirt that went over the top. These dolls definitely would have come with a brush or a comb. Since they have the combable hair, they have a lot of hair. The Lady Lovelylocks herself, she's got some pink, purple, and yellow stripes going in her hair. And they have a little additional hairpiece up on top on some of the dolls, not all of them, but on this particular one, she's got a little bit of a fluff on top, and that was to add some extra hair, or to put like a little, she must have had like maybe some flowers or something in there. And then the hair is bumped up on top, and as far as I can tell, the hair has not been cut. So she's in really good condition for being sold at the flea market. So that's the first Lady Lovelylocks. The second one might be like a dressed in an outfit, perhaps called the masquerade gown, and I'm not for sure. There's no shoes on these dolls either. None of them have their shoes. She looks a little bit different than the first one. She's got a little lighter complexion, and she seems like she's a little bit more, I don't know, like the plastic is a little bit more see-through. So I don't know if maybe she was a second edition of this collection. But she's wearing this long gown, and probably in new condition it would have been really shiny. She would have been sold with some extra hair pieces as well. Now this one has some of those color pieces going through her hair, but they're not as prominent. Like this is a little bit, this doll's a little bit different. She looks a little bit different. So I don't know a whole lot more about the collection. If anybody knows a little bit more about the dress that she's wearing, I know that they had some outfits that you could purchase off to the side. So maybe this was an outfit like that, or maybe she was like a special collection, since she does look a little bit different. Both these dolls are in very, very good condition. All of these dolls are made out of vinyl and hard plastic, and then on the knees they do that clicking of the knees, and no special function other than the hair. The hair is probably what they're known for, since they're called the Lady Lovelylocks. On the back is the markings, and I'll try to get that in there for you. Actually that's 1980, it says 1988. And those characters from Cleveland. And then she does have a little bit of a marking on her neck as well. Now the head says 1986, but that's probably just when the mold was made. And then some little extra little markings off to the side that I can't really read. Maybe you guys can see that. So both of these are in really, really good shape. The next one is Prince Strongheart. and he's in his original outfit as well. And he would have had like a purple cape, I believe, and then a little like a little beret hat or a little prince hat. And I'm not too sure what else he would have been sold with other than that cape. But this doll is in really good shape as well. These are very cute little dolls. He's got those 3 clicks again, and he will be marked on his back the same way. All these dolls will be marked the same. His hair has not been cut. It just needs to be combed. So very good condition for Prince Strongheart. And I do have the extra for him as well, the duplicate. He didn't come with any of his original clothes, and this is a good time to show you guys what can happen to these dolls. He's got a little bit of spoiling on his legs, and I'm not too sure if that's just because of how he was stored, but some of the dolls do have that on their legs. I haven't seen it on their arms, but their arms are a little bit harder plastic. It's mostly on their legs. Let's check out Lady Lovelylocks here. I think that her legs are fine on that one anyway. And this one, she might, yeah, she does. She has a little bit on her legs. Not too sure if there's any way I can get rid of those green markings that are starting to show up. Usually you see those on, a lot of times on Barbies that are vintage. And so these dolls aren't that old, so it makes me think that they were not stored correctly. So, and they were at the flea market, so I know that they were outdoors in the heat and all of that. So I'm not too sure if there's any way that I can fix that. If anybody knows the answer to that question, please leave that in the comments for me. The next doll that I have is the Duchenne Raven Waves. And she is in her, what I could tell from the research I did, in her original dress. And her neck is a little bit wobbly, and so that's the joints in these dolls. They've got like a ball joint in the head, and hers is very, very loose. And then they have just a back and forth in their shoulders, nothing in their arms or their wrists, nothing in their waist, but they do have the it's just a back and forth on their hip, and then of course the click knee. Now her legs do have a little bit of that discoloration starting, and so this is her original dress. From what I could tell, she was the only dark-haired doll in the collection. She does have a little bit of a spot on her face, but all of her hair is there. She doesn't have that little puffball on top of hair, so she might have been wearing a hat or something, and I can't remember what I'd seen her in, but she would have also come with some extra hair pieces. And then the last one is the Maiden fair hair, and she does not have any of her original clothing either. This was just on her, and it probably belongs to a little bit larger doll. Don't know which exactly, but I've just left it on her for now. And she's actually in really good shape. She doesn't have that puffball on top either on this particular one. I do have the duplicate off to the side that I'll show you in just a second, and that doll does have that little puffball of hair. But all of these would have been sold with, other than Prince Strongheart, all of them would have been sold with extra hair pieces and things to play with their hair. So she's in pretty good shape. See a little bit of discoloration starting to happen on her legs, just a little bit. So I'm very careful with how I store them now. And when I go to clean them, hopefully we'll have found out how I can take care of those spots. If I can't take care of the discoloration, maybe I can keep it from continuing to happen. So now I have the dolls in a temperature controlled area, and so hopefully that will keep those spots from continuing. So then the spare doll that I have for the Maiden fair hair, she unfortunately came broken. This is typical of ball jointed dolls when you go to take the head off, or if it just happens to get broken. She does, when I shake the head, the piece that would fit in that area is inside of her head. So I can fix this doll. I just will have to fix the plastic here so that it can hold and have that ball joint. And on this doll, there's really, there's a little bit of spoiling going on right here. So I don't know if there's any way that I can get that off, and that is unfortunate because these are very cute little dolls. I believe that they might be a little bit hard to find. When I first got these, I didn't know. They looked familiar to me, but I didn't really know what they were. So I think that they're a little hard to find, and having almost the whole collection is a really great little. It's a great collection to have for a doll collection. So that is the spare Maiden Fair Hair. And that does it for the dolls that I have for this collection. If anybody out there knows a little bit more information, maybe the dolls that I'm missing, or if I have them all, any information on what they would have been sold with, I don't know, on Prince Strongheart, what else he would have been sold with, but yeah, so for the most part, I've got the collection. So this is the collection of the Lady Lovelylocks. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.